everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is India and today we are going to be doing my February 2020 wrap up. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification button so you never miss anything. Well, hey guys, gotta stay hydrated during these trying times, huh? Yeah. I need to take my vitamins. Speaking of that. Anyway, like I was saying, we're doing my February 2020 wrap-ups. The month of black lit and love and romance and blackness like my heart and my soul and darkness and you know what? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me see. I read a little bit of black people, a little bit of romance. I did not read nearly as much black lit as I have in the past during this month of February, but I did leave a lot of recommendations up on both my Instagram and in my Blackathon recommendations of 2020, which I will link up above, so make sure you do go check those out. But I did read some. I finished 5 books in the month of February, which is somewhat amazing to me because I started back school, so me reading 5 books in a month is kind of yeah, go girl. So I was happy about that. Anyway, let's start. These are just in order of read according to whatever's on Goodread, guys. The first one was Rafi, a buff male nanny, loose ends #1. Yes, I definitely know that I got this recommendation from Steph's Romance Book Chat, Book Talk. I don't remember which video I saw it in. I think it was a recommendations video though, that she does oh so well. It is by Rebekah Weatherspoon, who is a black author, and the female lead in this is also a young black doctor with twin girls. And basically the way Steph put it, which is what grabbed my attention, she's like if you watch Grey's Anatomy, which I love Grey's Anatomy, and the black doctor is basically a Maggie character. It's like the same personality, young, black, and gifted, is our black doctor. And Rafi, or Raphael, which is where the nickname comes from, is a male nanny, and basically his family that he's been nannying for years has decided to move to Australia. They asked him to come with them, but he was like, no, they go and do something else in my life now. And then all of a sudden, what is her name? Sloane, another Grey's Anatomy character name. I don't know why I forgot that. But Sloane is the doctor, Dr. Sloane. Her nanny just all of a sudden up and quits and leaves. And so she's left with no childcare for twins, and she works all the time as I believe also a cardiothoracic surgeon like Maggie. So yeah. So that was kind of a lot for her. So luckily she got the recommendation of Rafi through her friends who are also teachers at the elementary school. So they know him and they know that he's been a nanny for multiple families, or has been a nanny for families throughout the school, and he comes with very good recommendations. So this follows them and what happens, and it's great. It's a slow, angsty burn. It's not too slow. It's a good slow. I like it a lot. It was good. It was so good, guys. Pick it up. Pick it up. It was just so good. So nice. And I really haven't read a romance. I haven't read too many romances other than her romance book club, where like there's also kids involved, and so that was a good one. There's a good one for that. Next up was Grading Curves by Naima, I hope I'm saying her name right, Simone, who is a black author. By Naima Simone, who is also a black author. This one follows This one follows Nikki, who is, I definitely got this from Steph as well, probably in the same video of Black author recommendations or Black book recommendations, definitely. So thanks, Steph. This follows Nikki, who is a teacher at the local school, or she just became a teacher at the local school after she uprooted her life after having a lot of family problems and a lot of family drama, and moved and tried to go off the grid and was able to do that. Through there, she decides on her first weekends there, she's a woman who hasn't really been able to do a lot of things for her in her life because of her mom and all the stress her mom has put her through. So, so when she gets to this small town with this small school, she decides to go get a tattoo done, and that is where she meets, Dean Shaw, the tattoo artist, who is a very good tattoo artist. And this book was good, y'all. It was steamy. It was steamy. Like, it was steamy from the get-go. Like, this was not a slow burn. This was steamy from the get-go, guys. And I was like, by the end of it, I know I just stopped giving you the synopsis, but basically, before I just keep gushing, ew. I need to stop recording for today. But basically what happens is Nikki decides to get this tattoo, and she decides to get a tattoo of a woodpecker, I believe, because it was it was what got her out of bed one day when she really didn't want to, when her life was falling apart. And Dean is a very skilled tattoo artist and is very good with his hands, and gives her the woodpecker that she wants. And then stuff happens, and then she ends up going to work, and next thing she knows, as she walks to the classroom and she looks into the auditorium on her first day of class, and there Dean is sitting there like, and yeah, but it is steamy from the get-go, guys. And by the end of it all, I was just like, I want another tattoo, guys. I am ready for another tattoo. I'm ready for another one. I don't know what it's gonna be of. I know I want it to be something bookish, so, you know, you guys want to drop some ideas down below. But, I mean, I've got some ideas, but I also just need to find Atlanta tattoo artists, not Atlanta tattooists. There's a difference, and those who have worked with Black people, because not everybody can tattoo on Black people. A lot of times people who've never tattooed on Black people will leave scars because they think they have to do more pressure and more pain, all that kind of stuff, and they will leave scarring areas. Anyway, that's its own soapbox. But yeah, so it was so good. I devoured this one. If you're looking for smut, good smut, there it is. I might reread it. Wonder if there's number 2. I'm pretty sure Naima Simone writes plenty. I mean, it was short. It was 100 pages, guys. I'm pretty sure it's Kindle Unlimited. Next up was The Second Coming, Rogue Academy #1. I gave this book 3 stars by Carrie Aarons. This one was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a sports romance. And normally I really like sports romance. I mean, just this storyline was just okay. So basically it follows this young footballer who is trying to go from basically the equivalent of the minors to the professional league. I forget what it's called. But his name is Jude Davies. Jude Davies. And he's basically they call him the second coming of God or whatever with his skills on the football pitch. And so yeah, so he's a superstar prodigy guy, and he knows it. Everybody knows it. He's reckless because of it. And then our female lead on the flip side is Aria, and basically she has to work. She is not being handed so much money and millions of dollars and thousands of dollars for being a professional footballer. She has to work. She has family circumstances that make her work. So with her having to work, she got a job at the football academy which is where the young footballers are like literally from like young ages, like elementary school all the way, or lower school all the way up to upper school or high school, and into their minor league debuts, go to do school and to train for soccer to be their life and their livelihood afterwards, to hopefully be picked up by a professional team. That's what the school is, sorry. And so Arya works there as a seamstress as well as a janitor. She does both jobs in order to make money, in order to keep her and her dad afloat. So these two meet by happenstance, and it's not really enemies to lovers. And it's not relationship of convenience. I don't really know what trope to call it. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. I liked the conflict that happened in it. I enjoyed the conflict that happened in it. That's what kept the book going for me. Next up, ooh, this one was good, y'all. This one was so good. The Headmaster by Tiffany Reisz. I've heard this one both on Steph's channel and Bethany's Book Talk channel. And so I was like, you know what? I gotta read it. They're both talking about it, y'all. This book is so good. Like, so good. Like, you have to pick it up. Because I don't want to tell you anything about it. But I don't know, like, it's still considered romance, I believe. It's published by Harlequin. But it's still considered romance. But it follows our female lead, Gwen Ashby, who is looking for a new job. She's a teacher, and she is on the way to a friend's house to, I forget why. It really didn't matter. But she basically ends up looking for a new job, and she hears that there's a school opening at the William Marshall Academy. At the William Marshall Academy, which is a boarding school, and they have school year-round. And so on her way there, she ends up in a car accident, because it's raining and dark. And then when she wakes up, she finds she's not at the hospital. She's inside of the school, which is this old Gothic boarding school looking structure, small campus filled with small boys, all boys school. So where she meets Edwin York, who is the headmaster, who has basically, his personality is all about being noble and true, like very King Arthur's court about it. Very, very just loyal and steadfast, and he has basically tried to train the boys to do just that in school as well. So it follows Gwen Ashby. Gwen, during this, as she does her trial as the new English teacher at this school. Like, I am explaining it so terribly because you have to read it, because it is so good. Like, you're like, okay, cool, and then you're like, hold on, wait, hold on, and then you're like, wait, gotta keep reading. Oh my god. I gave it 5 stars. I gave it freaking 5 stars. It is so flipping phenomenal. It is unbelievable. So I would definitely pick it up, and please tell me if you've read it down below, because y'all, how many pages does this book have? 135 pages. So it's super short. Like, it's super short. You can finish this in a day. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Y'all, it's so good. It's definitely gonna be on my top 2020 books. Definitely. Like, it was written so well. Just so well. Okay. Ooh, it gives me chills. That book was just so good. Oh, I actually have this one, and it's not on my Kindle. Ow. Next up, for my Blackathon read. I mean, a lot of these could go for Blackathon reads in here, but I didn't do a Blackathon wrap up. And so I'm gonna have to find some more Tiffany Reisz. But anyway, this was my last book of February, because I definitely had to cross something off for Blackathon. And so I was able, at a bookstore one day, pick up Cherie by Nanny for a graphic novel, an SFF. This one follows Cherie, who is T'Challa's sister and obviously the princess of Wakanda. This is like in the middle of a Black Panther comic series, and I don't really read comics, y'all. So, but the storyline for me, I gave it 4 stars. I'm pretty sure I was being generous. I'm pretty sure it'd be like a 3.5 stars, because the storyline for me was just okay. Maybe as a complete compilation of comics. I would enjoy it more. But just the story of me was just okay. Is this Cherie number 1? This is Cherie. I hope it's Cherie number 1. I think it is though. I mean, the art was great, you know, the comic is great. It's just the storyline was a little all over the place for me. So, and it's like, oh wait, here we're also meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm Groot. And so it's just like, okay, cool. So I don't know. It was just 3.5 stars, guys. But that's how I finished my February. I don't know if that's good or bad. But it was fun to get into the comic realm. I'm not so sure I'll be continuing in the comic realm unless I have another reading challenge of the sort. But I definitely just won't be collecting this to collect this. Not like I collect books. Not a comic book collector, so. Sure, but I was happy to get this. It was on a lot of people's TBRs for Blackathon. So, there's that. But anyway, guys, that is it for my February wrap up. I'm sorry I did a lot of blabbing and a lot of gushing. Ew. During this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you oh god, guys, I just record a lot of videos. I'm getting tired. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. Don't forget to follow me on all the social medias so that way you always know what I'm reading and what I'm reading in real time, because then some of y'all would have seen me talk about the Headmaster on Twitter, and because well, that book is so good. Pick it up. I will link it down below. Pick it up. It's so don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification button so you never miss anything. And until next time, keep turning the pages.